While we were hauled out fixing our keel and rudder, we also got our new solar arch installed.
This is our new arch.
You're that excited about it.
It looks great.
So why did we buy a new solar arch? We had solar panel supports that were attached to our bimini frame with 1-inch stainless steel tubing. And since it wasn't braced to the boat, it moved around quite a bit when we were sailing. But the bigger issue was our dinghy davits. They were braced to the stern of our boat and were actually pulling out through the fiberglass. In addition to these issues, we had no room to mount a wind generator or additional solar panels that we would need for longer trips. To get the boat ready for the new solar arch, the welder removed part of our stern rail.
And this is what our boat looks like when projects are underway. We've got everything that was in our cockpit and on the solar arch and on the bimini structure. It's all sitting on our foredeck. Some of it's under our boat. That's our rudder, but our outboard is under our boat. Freaking mess. So they didn't get the arch up this week, and now it's holiday. It's Carnival, so they're all off for 3 days. So while they're off, we are going to get some other projects done, and I'm going to get some of the wiring ready for when we get the new arch on, because we're going to get a wind generator.
Now the boat is ready for the installation of the solar arch. When the arch was in place, the welder installed the backing plates and welded the railing back in place.
All right, the solar arch is mounted. So we've got a mounting plate here, another mounting plate here. They're starting to weld the rails back, and instead of welding back the stern rail, which ended about here, we're extending the rail to be a stainless steel rail all the way to our boarding gate. So provide a little bit extra safety. So the mounting plate here has a backing plate that they had to drill a hole in the lazarette to access. So you can kind of see it back here. So that's where they access the bolts on the backing plate. And the mounting plate here has a backing plate under this compartment. All right. Got progress on the stern of the boat. So they've put in the solid railing on both sides now. It's all welded in. It goes up to our boarding gate, and they polished it yesterday. So it's starting to look really good.
Then it was time to go back in the water where we could install all our solar panels on the arch.
Now we've got the solar panels up and we mounted the wind generator. Now we have to remount our stern light somewhere. We think we're probably gonna build a little bracket to put it somewhere out here. The rules are it needs 67.5 degrees of visibility on either side. It needs to be visible by 2 miles. So we're probably gonna put it about here below the dinghy. So the dinghy's probably gonna be up here. So this will be low enough that the dinghy isn't blocking it. So we found a piece of scrap
Stainless.
Ooh, I think you want it shorter than that, don't you?
Do you want it shorter?
Yeah. Okay, so Norm's got his mount in place. We need to add a little thickness.
I can get it far enough on. Yes, no, that's actually good.
Barely fits.
Let it go.
Looks legal. Well, we were gonna go start on some wiring for the solar panels, but it's raining. So maybe we'll do some inside work. Okay, now I have everything wired together, connected together, just temporarily, just to test it. So I have my switch, and that's going to power this, which is a very small DC-DC converter for the mini Starlink, and then I plug that into my mini Starlink. So let's turn it on. Okay, and oops, so shadowy. Looks like we got a blue light here, so it's getting power. So that's good. Now we can go and install everything. Getting ready for mounting of our new wind generator. And probably gonna put the controller back in the back of our bedroom. There was a light here, so there was already a hole for the light, and we added a hole. So these will be for the wires. And then this is the controller, so it'll probably mount about right there. Need to mount a fuse block. This is one of the Blue Sea Max fuse blocks, so that'll mount somewhere near our batteries, which are under here.
Once it stopped raining, it was time to run the wires and finish mounting the electronics inside the boat.
So now we have solar panels up. We have our wind generator up. So we still have two big 450 watt panels. And then we've added a small 200 watt panel. So the 200 watt panel, we're actually going to use that to charge our jackery. The 450 watt panels will charge our house bank. And the wind generator is also charging our house bank. This is the Marine Kinetics MK Plus. So we chose this one. It was about, I think about $1,500 plus about $300 to ship it here. But we chose this one because it's very quiet and pretty efficient, has a low wind speed startup. As you can see, I don't know, it's probably blowing about 5 knots right now. The wind's swirls around a lot in here. But I can't even hear this one. People complain they're noisy, but I can't hear it. Producing around 4 or 5 amps. It's not much, but it all helps. So also we have added the Starlink Mini. We replaced our Starlink Standard with the Starlink Mini because it draws a lot less power, and we are actually able to run this one off of our 12 volt battery bank with a small DC to DC converter. So we've got our solar panels wired. Now we're gonna put the dinghy up, and then hopefully we will be able to put the surfboards and mount them up here somewhere. And maybe we'll be able to hang an anchor on the side. I think these solar panels are actually gonna work a lot better for us in this position, because when we had them before, they were kind of just behind the mainsail. So they were definitely getting shadowed. So here probably have less shadowing of the panels, so it should work better. In the meantime, it looks like Norm got the dinghy up.
Our new arch is a big improvement for us and the endless summer, and is one of many things on our list for getting us ready to cross the Pacific Ocean.